Hi guys, thanks for checking the video out. I'm here with Paul.
Paul Monks.
So Paul Monks works on the tour truck. And guess which tour truck? The big one behind. So you've worked on it 15
years, yes.
15 years. So this truck does the whole of the European tour?
Does every mainland event we can get it to. So we do about between 18 and 22, depends on the schedule really.
Okay, and we've just been talking off camera, you drive it. That must be a bit scary. It's a massive
can be
unit.
interesting at times with different countries and ferries and trains we take it on, and routes we have to take through bank holidays. So yeah, it can be a challenge logistically getting this from one event to the next.
And what would be your typical week on tour?
Typical week on tour is we do the practice days, so we do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, set the equipment up for that event, and then we pack up, leave and go to the next event. And in that week it will really consist of matching their equipment up to suit the golf course they're playing at. So we will, if that golf course may throw up some numbers that they want to hit, say last week in Ireland we had a player that wanted a club, he felt that he had a yardage that he was coming across out there at 225 yards that he didn't have a club in his bag where he could put a normal swing on it and produce that yardage. So we worked with him that afternoon and ended up building them a 5-wood that went that yardage. Okay. So we will really match up the equipment to suit that golf course from week to week, as at times the difference between the golf courses they play from week to week can be quite dramatic. Say for instance, later on in the year when we go from the French Open to Inverness, you've got the French Open's very Parkland Stadium course, and then Inverness will be, you know, more of a link style golf course. So those two golf courses can be extremely different. Yeah,
and the players aren't afraid to change quite at short notice?
No, I mean the clubs that are kind of most fluid in the bag will be the drivers, fairway woods and the wedges. The wedges will be kind of adjusting and dialing in the loft to suit the turf conditions of that particular course. And then the woods will be matching the woods up for specific yardages or rough and turf conditions. Say for instance, if we go on, when we go into Italy, some of the golf courses are quite old and traditional, so they're reasonably tight, tree lined, fairways can be shaped, so that some of the longer hitters won't necessarily use a driver as much, so there may be 3 or 4 tee shots in that round of 18 that warrants a stronger 3-wood. So that week we would dial in a stronger 3-wood so that would produce that particular shot on that particular hole. So they can use their normal swing, their kind of DNA swing, to produce that one shot rather than manipulating it, which they can all manipulate shots and hit any shot they want. It's just that under pressure they will try and revert back to that DNA swing. And probably the best example of that would be Danny Willett on 18 at the Masters this year when he got disturbed in the crowd, and then Smarty, his caddy, pulled him again. So he reset 3 times there. So he would have been, on that 3rd time, you can imagine the pressure he was under. So he probably would have imagined that he was standing on Pete Cowan's driving range and hit that shot there and not on the 18th.
Okay.
So really, that proves that driver at that time was fitted perfectly, because he could completely 100% trust his swing that he's been working on, and then that would produce the flight and shape that he obviously produced and ended up winning. Okay,
fantastic. So thanks for your time.
No problem.
I know you're getting ready to get off to the next event. You've had a very busy one this week.
We've been very busy this week.
So I will let you go.
No worries, pleased to talk to you.
I hope to catch you soon.